2-yard line to the 7-yard line on the other false start.
Yeah, that one took probably 4 points off the board there with that one. But believe me, Zach Ertz and these inside receivers, I keep thinking this is going to be an inside game throwing the ball. The other one, Nelson Aguilar, inside as well.
First Clement picks up one. Clement getting an opportunity to play a lot this season when they lost Darren Sproles to a season-ending injury in week 3, undrafted rookie out of Wisconsin. He's done a great job.
Well, I don't know how many times we've done this with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but James Harrison, you want somebody to set the edge on your defense, and of course that's the very fundamental part of Bill Belichick's defenses. Who better than that guy? He is a hammer. You've seen him lift weights sometime.
Second and 14. Harrison, 39 years old, and says he's still playing next year. Foles gets it away. Caught. It's Torrey Smith. Spins his way up to the 31-yard line. Tackle there by Gilmore. It makes it 3rd down and 3.
I love what Nick Foles is doing. Sees the blitz, throw it right behind it. If you see the blitz coming, just throw it right over his head. There he is. Nice pickup. Nick Foles is seeing the field.
3rd down call is 4. 6 minutes to go in the opening half. Ajayi, an inside handoff. Look at him go. Jay Ajayi to the 40-yard line. He goes down there. Tons of yardage. He and Blunt both. Massive amounts of yardage after contact. Case in point there.
3rd and 4. How many times do you see? Here's Wisniewski right here, but also on the outside we had Nelson Aguilar with a great block. But how many times, Al, have we seen this year Doug Peterson on 3rd and 4? It's a pass down for everybody in the league. Pick up big plays running the football like he just did.
He's got those 2 backs. From the 44 on 1st down. Foles going deep down the sideline. And it is shuttled and intercepted by Harmon at the 3-yard line. Jeffrey couldn't handle it, and New England gets the takeaway on a deflection into the arms of Harmon. First turnover of the game. He couldn't one-hand it. New England has the ball.
You are an important person, a unique creature. There has never been anyone just like you, and never will be. The power to do anything you can imagine is within you when you discover your real self. If you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. If you want to be great, wonderful. But recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. That's a new definition of greatness. By giving that definition of greatness, it means that everybody can be great. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know the theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics in physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace. Soul generated by love.
Two college roommates from South Carolina going at it on that last play. Stephon Gilmore finally got his shot against Alshon Jeffrey. Good coverage, but Jeffrey really is the one that's going to flip it back to the middle of the field to Deron Harmon. who led this team with 4 interceptions, career high for him. But watch the tail end of this. Got it maybe, and then just flips it back to the middle of the field. And Harmon said, thank you very much. Exactly what the Patriots needed.
They start this drive from their own 10-yard line. Lewis is the running back. Devlin, the fullback, gets crunched after a gain of 4 by Kendricks, and we go to Michelle.
Well, I spoke with both Alshon Jeffrey and Stephon Gilmore before the game. You know, Jeffrey was Gilmore's a groomsman in his wedding. They each talked about the fun they had in college competing. But this is their first meeting as pros, and Jeffrey told me their battle tonight would be a good one, but he said it's been a long time since college, and I'm pretty sure he got better just like I got better, Al.
No question, Jeffrey. Already off to a good start with a touchdown and 3 catches for 73. Second down now and 6 from the 14-yard line. Brady over and that's dropped at the 19-yard line. Incomplete. Gronkowski could not handle it. Gronkowski scored 1 tonight for 9 yards. That's it.
Yeah, this has been a little bit of an unusual game, and I think that right now the Patriots have to reconsider a little bit what they're doing. Gronkowski needs more, and I think these backs need a little more action coming out of the backfield. James White's going to come out wide, but once again, Malcolm Jenkins on him. Maybe not quite the matchup that Brady liked with Jenkins.
3rd and 6. Fired. That's incomplete. Flag comes in, though. Chris Hogan with Jalen Mills on the coverage. First flag on a
See how behind I am? Don't worry.
Brady going deep down the right side for Hogan.
This is behind.
At the 25-yard line. Got past Jalen Mills.
Looking. Oh. None of the above for now.
Was that the kicker? The kicker was mad. Dog, he was mad he missed that extra point. That was a big hit. How's it going, bud? Pretty good, aside from the fact I'm still sick.
Yeah, ignore them. I think I have an idea. I'm going to pause this really quick. Search on Google for a live stream. So now, just hang tight with me.
An image
And look
of
at that.
show.
I found a live stream. I'll be watching it downstairs, so if anything happens anyway. I'm gonna go check downstairs and see if this is planned. Yeah, this is most likely planned. So, you guys can watch
Jordan Richards, second down and 3.
We've seen the Patriots play from behind a lot, right? They did against Jacksonville in the championship game, of course, the Super Bowl last year, and I think everybody in the National Football League, especially Doug Peterson, has been watching, and they know they have to play this one all the way out like they're either tied or behind, and they will be firing here.
Second down and 3. Foles to the side. Pulled in 47-yard line, but incomplete. Didn't get to the ground with it. Torrey Smith couldn't complete the process. Eric Rowe with the coverage. Makes it third down and 3.
That's why you keep playing. Watch Rowe here. Just keep fighting and keep fighting as he's going to the ground. The ball comes out. It's a good call. At least under the old rules. We'll see what the new rules are going to be.
Who knows?
That's a big drop, though. That should have been a first down.
Yeah, they don't want to give New England the ball back and have them go down the field. New England's going to get the second half kickoff as well. Third and 3. And that is floated and caught down the sideline by Clement. Corey Clement breaks the tackle.
Here, people, I've heard something bad. What has happened? Okay, this guy has stopped streaming. So, I will find the stream like I've done. Okay, this is a little behind, but it should be working. So,
Doug Peterson, what a job he has done.
I'll go and check if it's on. My friend actually is watching this. Hey, Marco, down below, tell me hey, I'll be down to commenting with you, okay?
On Andy Reid's staff when he got into coaching in the NFL. A decade ago, he's coaching high school in Louisiana.
This is an unbelievable call. This is like going for the onside kick against Peyton Manning because you don't want him to get the ball too many times. You don't think you can hold him out. Here we go. Let's get decide the game.
Fourth and goal. Trey Burton who throws caught. Foles touchdown. How do you figure? They go to the very, very, very back of the playbook for the touchdown.
Trey Burton, a college quarterback, and watch all the action Bowles is going to sneak over here. Direct snap. Everybody comes up. And here we go. What a play call by Doug Peterson. This play call has a chance to be remembered as one of the all-time greats, just going for it and to complete the pass that the Patriots could not.
Wow. To Burton, to Foles, Elliott for the extra point.
Wow.
34 seconds.
What a call.
That's Deuce Staley, longtime running back coach.
People. Okay, guys. Crazy things.
calling
I
over
found
the last
one.
2 years.
Just like
and
I
they
said
made a
before,
deal to
now
bring
this
in Philip Dorsett
if
to
it
this team.
works,
He's a very similar
I'll do
player,
it.
but
No.
doesn't have anywhere close
fix
to
it.
the skill set or
But
the experience that Brandon Cooks has.
watch it.
They'll have to play the whole second half, the rest of the game without Cooks. He's gone. They played the entire second half against Jacksonville 2 weeks ago without Gronkowski and still pulled it out. First down. Brady under pressure, gets jostled. Now he's going to take off. Can't get to the sideline. Tackled there by Brandon Graham. Michigan against Michigan. They got to race up to the line and maybe spike it and then throw a Hail Mary because the clock is now down to 5, 4, and he just spikes it there. Too far, of course, for a field goal. One last probable Hail Mary with 3 seconds.
Yeah, unfortunately, they had Chris Hogan all the way down the field there, and he had to hustle all the way back. And being short at wide receiver, maybe they didn't have the natural substitution pattern that they might have had to leave a little more time on that clock. I tell you, we've seen all the trick plays coming out here. I don't know what we're going to get here, but we'll see.
Remember, a defensive foul would extend the half.
Yeah, Doug Peterson wanted to talk about it. He knew something strange was coming. What a first half.
Yes,
It's
crazy.
fantastic.
Very entertaining.
Just fantastic.
I mean, all of the talk before the game and everybody's, yakking away and the stories and all of that. Who could have predicted this?
We have seen the underdog Philadelphia Eagles all season long. That little chip on their shoulder, wearing the dog mask, they have worn that well. Patriots came in, they were awfully confident about this game. But it has been the big plays that have really eluded the Patriots just a bit, and the Eagles have made them, and that's been the difference.
Well, they've relished that underdog role. They were the 1 seed, and they were an underdog to the 6 Atlanta in the divisional playoff. Half ends here, barring a defensive foul. And the winner will get the ball to start the second half. Send it out here to Danny Amendola. And that will take us to halftime. 276 passing yards.
So, we're at halftime. I will try to find someone who's streaming it so I can actually get the halftime show. So, yeah.
force feed it. You gotta have it. Force feed them some of that.
That's going to be Doug Peterson's message, isn't it, Sean? And Bill Belichick, I guess, is going to say, guys, we've been here before. But he's trying to adjust. Obviously, he's not just going to save his adjustments to half-time. He's tried to adjust in the first half, and they've shown no signs really of slowing Philadelphia far being separate for Jordan.
Well, at times you have to just sit your guys down and go over it on the chalkboard so everyone's on the same page, and that's what you can do over halftime. But Josh is right. You know, you talk about these opportunities, and I find it hard to believe that the Eagles did not focus on what Jacksonville and how they had them on the ropes, got conservative, and then they lost because of that.
Josh, the chalkboard, that's like a tablet where you guys use a tablet nowadays. So
Okay. Here we go.
These are no criminals. When you did your piece, I said, 32 years. Oh my God, are we getting old?
Oh, I know.
We're about to prepare for the halftime show, which is Justin Timberlake. Jeff, Doug Peterson won't want this extended halftime, which we always have at Super Bowl.
That's exactly right. This is a real advantage now to New England because they can get straightened out. I'm going to tell you, so we're going to show you on with the telestrator, John and I. Now, this is no fluke. Let me make that clear. This is no fluke. Philadelphia is beating them up right now. They are playing better, they're playing smarter, and they're playing more aggressive.
And Josh, this is a tactical game, but sometimes it's a very physical game. And they're just, like Jeff said, being aggressive.
Man, they are smash mouth, hitting them in the mouth up front. If you take a look at that offensive defensive line, that defensive line is hitting those boys every time they try to move. I mean, yes, early on, Tom Brady had some way that he can start running and moving, but now, no, that's not happening, man. You can see that with those boys on the Philadelphia Eagles side.
All right, the players are in the locker room preparing for their halftime adjustments. We are now going to throw you back out onto the field for the Super Bowl halftime show. It's a big part of this national holiday for American fans and for fans around the world. So we'll get you back out into the stadium for Justin Timberlake to make his return to the Super Bowl stage.
The National Football League welcomes you to the Pepsi Super Bowl 52 halftime show. The National Football League welcomes you to the Super Bowl 52 halftime show.
Haters gonna say it's fake. Shaking thing, you're singing some Minneapolis. Everybody come on the biscuit. How we feeling over here? Let me hear you sing a hook one time and it goes like, I can see us walking on a beach at times. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the best things. Hey, I can be hot. Let me make you my song. Let the horn sing. Let the horn sing. Let me see you put your cell phones up, Minneapolis. Let's light it up tonight. Woke up this morning, the TV saying something about disaster in the world, and made me wonder where I'm going. So much darkness in the world. I see beauty left in you, girl. But you keep me to know that I'll be alright. Cause if you know what's alright, don't you know that everything Two fingers in the air for Prince tonight. I can tell you there's no place we couldn't go. Put your hand on the signs, I'll reach out with you. You just gotta be strong. Yeah. Say, I don't wanna lose you now. They can see the sun in my eyes. It's the space. Show me your back now. And I tell you, baby, it was easy coming back into you once I figured it out. Somebody take the beat, like you're my mirror. My mirror staring back at me. I couldn't get any bigger, but then it was just beside of me. Yeah, I was good as the strongest. That's the best thing to stop. Inside my arms, it goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. Flying up, no ceiling when we in my zone. Cause I sunshine in my pocket. I got that good soul in my feet. And that hot breath in my body when it's dropping. I can't take my eyes off it. It's so phenomenally. All about the way we rock it. So don't stop, stop. Lights and everything goes. No matter how
doesn't really affect you guys' time. You guys, whoever's watching, comment below, go in the chat, and tell me if it is clear. If it's not, I immediately fix it.
Does not look like a backup quarterback, does he, John?
Dude, he's not a backup quarterback. That's the thing. He's not. I mean, this guy, he's just out for a couple years throwing 7 touchdown passes in one game. You know, he should be Slide's quarterback, but he's right now in a great spot on a national scene right now, the world's biggest game, and he's balling out.
There are the stats. You see both quarterbacks well over 200 yards. Foles has a touchdown pass. No touchdowns for Brady yet. And neither quarterback has been sacked, which is pretty incredible when you think about the Eagles and their pass rush, especially this year. And the Patriots lead all teams in sacks in the playoffs. So the Eagles have also got the ball moving on the ground, 107 rushing yards. Jeff and Sean are going to take us through how they've done it.
Well, you know, when you play bear defense, which is what New England's trying to do to attack the front, they've got 5 defensive linemen right here committed to the line of scrimmage, and they have to drop in a safety to play that position. Now, Sean, you played that in Buddy Ryan's version of this. How hard is it to play down in the box?
Oh, it's difficult. It's violent down in the box. There's a lot of things going on, and you have to rely on your defensive lineman for gap control.
Right, exactly. Stay in your gap. Now, I want you to watch Allen Branch right here. They run a little stunt up inside. The backer is responsible for that gap. Branch has to stay in his gap because McCourty will stay on the backside. You can see it right there. He's in his gap, and then he doesn't. He gets pushed out, and now the play breaks. High risk, high reward. You got to stay in your gap.
Right. It's the integrity of the defense breaks down, and you end up with a big play.
Here it is again as we look at it. Now, how do they get him here? Real simple. Isaac Seumalo, the 6th defensive lineman, comes into the game along with a tight end. But what are they playing on defense, Sean?
And nickel defense, that means 5 defensive backs. There's mismatch in the passing attack, but there's also a mismatch in the running attack. When you have bigger guys versus small defensive backs, you're at a disadvantage.
You got all those huge guys, and there's the 5 that Sean's talking about right there. Well, you got to get up and set the edge. You get no edge, and this is what happens to you. Seumalo overblocks the tackle, and again, just not fair. That's not good football. Now, let's take a look at another one. I'll ask you a question. This is Trey Flowers right here, right? And this is Nelson Aguilar. If that was Richard Dent and this receiver blocked him, do you think there'd be something going on your sideline? Watch this. Nelson Aguilar cuts out the defensive end.
Yeah. And he's off to the races. Missed tackles will kill any defense, and that's how they've been successful running the ball.
All right, good job, fellas. Josh, when we look at this Eagles offense, it's been an epitome of what they've done all season long. It's been LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi, Corey Clement has a 55-yard match, Alshon Jeffrey. They didn't have a single player over 1,000 yards this year, but they are a team, aren't they?
Absolutely. And they're the underdogs. Folks, they are the underdogs. They're getting the job done right now so far. But what they can't do is come out here and let that monkey get on their back. And they go through these lulls of the game, man, because it's hard to pick it back up when another team is on their heels. So right now, they just got to keep doing what got them here. They've been playing as a team this whole time, continuing that faith, and they're going to win this ball game.
But there is a sleeping giant on the other sideline.
Yes, it is.
That wakes up time and time again. In last year's Super Bowl, they were down 28-3, and they won 34-28 in overtime. In the AFC Championship game, they're down by 10 in the 4th quarter, and they win. This team never quite knows when it's beaten.
No, they don't. Because right now, in this very moment of this half, it is the biggest moment, the biggest time they're going to step on the field in any performance game ever is right now, the second half. These 2 quarters are going to define their legacy, whether they want to believe it or not. Super Bowl is here.
And this first drive, every drive in a Super Bowl, of course, is important. This first one, right out of the game with the New England Patriots having the football.
It's the biggest one. It's more bigger than the first half. Okay. All the guys, what they done in the first half, that could be a race right now in these 2 quarters. That's why I said the biggest moments right now is these last 2. What you do and what you've done for me lately has got to show up right now. And I believe they can do it, man.
The guys at the touchscreen showed us the Eagles' running game, but
Butler and why Butler's
Okay,
not
this is a
playing on
live stream.
defense, and he said,
Quality
I
is
made
gonna
the
work.
decisions that give us the best
Quality
chance to win.
means
And as far as
safe,
trying to
quality
stop
is
their
gonna
run,
work.
he said, we got to do better in
Yeah.
all phases, Al.
Going to
All right. A little bit more semantic samba there, right, from Bill? What else is new?
That was about what we expected.
Of course. Thank you, Michelle. From the 25-yard line. Brady begins this drive. Tom, 12 of 23. Play action, fires, and errant intended for Gronkowski. Can't connect with him. Gronkowski tonight, 1 catch for 9 yards, period.
Brady's missing these throws. This is wide open. Here's the seam against the single safety look. This is their bread and butter. This is Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. 25 throws out of 25. They're going to hit that. And we have seen tonight Tom Brady miss some of these throws. I don't know if his hand's an issue, but he has missed some throws tonight.
Playing without that tape tonight. White is the back to get Cooks out of the game. Head injury. Lost in the first half. Brady stepping up. Avoids the pressure. Throws, and this time it is caught by Gronkowski. He gets free. First down, Graham with the tackle, 25 yards.
Let's take a look at Rob Gronkowski in the first half. He's had plenty of opportunities and just not been able to come up with some of those trademark big plays. That last one thrown a bit behind. That was a back shoulder. But it has been this Eagles defense that has continued to make big plays.
Big beat inside handoff. Brady throws, and it's Gronkowski, so back to him. After that 1 catch in the first half, he scored 2 in a row. Graham makes the tackle, and that's good for 24.
If at first you don't succeed, it's the exact same play. Exact same play. And if you think they're going to call Gronkowski on that little nudge, forget about it.
325 passing yards now for Brady. White slicing through over the left side to the 23-yard line.
You know, it's so interesting. Doug Peterson probably looked at the scoreboard. See, it looks like everybody's okay getting up. Probably looked at the scoreboard when he made that decision to go for it on 4th and 1 down there and said, with the way these guys start the second half, I'm going to be behind by the time I get the ball back. So he went for it. I still can't get over that. That was so bold.
Gutsy a call, as you'll see. But Doug's been doing that a good part of the season. 2nd down and 6. Brady, good protection again, and throws that one out of bounds. Intended for Devlin, the fullback, incomplete. 3rd down and 6.
That was nice on the outside there by Malcolm Jenkins. They've been setting that play up with James White flanked out wide. He's going to fake like he's going to go in for the pick. Jenkins did not fall for it. So far, the decision by Jim Schwartz to take Malcolm Jenkins out there on James White has been paying dividends.
They've got Gronkowski split wide to the left. On 3rd and 6. Brady firing in that direction, hits him, and Gronk gets it inside the 10, takes Graham with him, sets up a 1st down and goal.
Yeah, Brady saw the pressure that time and knew he was going to get the one-on-one coverage on the outside and took advantage. That was one of the few pressures we've seen so far out of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Opening drive of the second half. This is the 7th play. Tackle, taking it down to the 5-yard line goes James White to make it 2nd down and goal.
You know, if you're wondering about the strategy, think back to what happened to the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl last season. Of course, they wore down late and in overtime looked exhausted. But this Philadelphia defense can go about 7 or 8 deep along that defensive line. Shouldn't happen to this bunch.
Four-man rush, and then it's caught. Gronkowski for the touchdown. So he goes for a silent night to a big drive here and gets in for the score.
Now they're starting to get the combination going. He's going to fake outside, come back inside. Darby's going to slip just a bit. But now the combination. You go back to that game against the Pittsburgh Steelers when everything was on the line. And what did Tom Brady do? He just went after Gronkowski almost every single play.
Gronkowski for the extra point. So Gronkowski catches 4 passes on that drive. They quickly go 75 and turn it into a 3-point game in Minneapolis.
Vibranium secured.
Well done, my king.
Is my ride ready?
Of course, big brother. But you have to hurry. Show off.
Experience luxury performance that takes the crown. Presenting the all-new Lexus LS 500. Long live the king. Beautiful. Like a tiger.
Sarah.
It's a tiger. I'll be right there.
Now, the storm is affecting thousands of families, people still in desperate need of aid.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
It's pretty simple. TurboTax and QuickBooks help save you time. So we thought an ad from Intuit, the makers of TurboTax and QuickBooks, should do the same. Because time is money. Enjoy the game.
Super Bowl 52 on NBC is brought to you by Budweiser. Join the team that enjoys responsibly and drink wiser. By the Kia Stinger, fueled by youth. By T-Mobile, the Un-Carrier, changing wireless for good. And by Tide. And Tide, and Tide, and Tide.
Most championships by a player. Herb Adderley, 6 with the Packers and Cowboys. Fuzzy Thurston won 6 with the Colts and the Packers. Most Super Bowls won by a player. Brady with his 5. And then Haley with the 49ers and the Cowboys won 5. Tom trying to break that tie tonight. Took New England 2 minutes and 45 seconds to turn it into a 3-point game. This is Barner. Kenyon Barner with a flag thrown. Barner, a guy whose cousin is the mayor of St. Paul. Chiefs territory. Only 1 penalty against New England tonight, 4 against Philadelphia.
On the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 54. 10-yard penalty. First down, Philadelphia.
So far, the difference in this game has been the trick plays going to the quarterbacks.
Gonna pause and just make this turn, and we'll be back up.
Get there, and then Nick Foley.
Okay, this is
And you really get the feeling that the difference in this game could still be the play of this offensive line. The Philadelphia Eagles had a great first half running the football, and those big guys up front are as good as I think arguably the best
Thank you for anyone watching this and saw us. I don't know who it is, I'm not sure about who's watching. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to.
In the beginning of the game, now they put this extra offensive lineman in there. Let's go get an extra big body on him. You know you're going to have to work the edges of this New England Patriots defense. Now a few extra big guys in there to try to get that done.
One stays in.
I'll be back in a minute.
Carried 6 times. Once again, bumps his way through. Breaking tackles again. Takes the ball into Patriot territory to the 48-yard line. Malcolm Brown makes the tackle. First down.
Got to be able to handle the nose tackle. Here it is. Jason Kelsey going up against Malcolm Brown, their best along that defensive line. And I've got to think that something is going on with Jay Ajayi. He had the ankle issue this week, missed a bunch, but he is back in there now.
Here he is. 6 carries for 41 yards for him. He's up deep in the backfield. Fake toss to him. Ball fires low, incomplete. Smith, the intended receiver. Chung covering. 2nd down and 10. Butler's still on the bench. One of the stories, and again, it was a coach's decision. Bill Belichick telling Michelle, hey, we put the players in, we think it best win the game for us. Go figure. The big hero 3 years ago with the interception of Russell Wilson, only playing special teams tonight.
But also, remember, he came off the bench to make that play in that game.
Yes, he did. 2nd down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Ajayi swings to the outside, starts to stumble, keeps his balance, takes the ball to the 40-yard line. The former Dolphin setting up a 3rd down and 1 for Philly. And Chung is down. Patrick Chung on his knee. It's territory calls for the training staff.
Patrick Chung, one of the toughest guys on this Patriots defense. But let's take a look at Jay Ajayi. He has one of the great jump cuts, and then he just finishes runs. He is been tremendous in all of them. Doesn't turn the ball over. With the kiss of death on him, he'll shut up now. Third down, 6.
It's not that crawly, but now it's loading on me. I'll fix it. You guys can see the score. It might be going off and on the score.
Does a good job to pass into the end zone, and it is Corey Clement. Yes, touchdown.
What a touchdown.
Sprinter out there on him, and how about
He was out of bounds. I'm here, so let's see what's happened. Started working, then it stopped. So you guys can see, trying to find a live stream is so hard. Good all this. Let me try to see if I can put a live stream in it. Get that live, but that's a watch party. I've already checked that, and that's a reaction. It's not a reaction.
Brady's most by
and to move to a scam. I'm gonna go and check on mine, okay? So I'll be right back. And I found one. I still know that's LII. I'll click LII so I can go to LII. I'll check downstairs. See if it's a live stream. If not, I'll come back and fix it. So now it should work. A lot of people have been connecting it through copyright. So most of the time it's not usually allowed to put what he's put on the channel. Look at that. Phone is fell. My phone was taking this awesome video. It's but I still have it. Put it on so I can check.
Can ladle soup to play board games by myself or with other friends. I need like the big finale though.
Where will you be when the whole world comes together? The opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics. Friday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on NBC.
And tonight's aerial coverage is being brought to you by Bud Light. Super Bowl 52, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Temperature outside hovering around 0 all day long. Nice and comfy in U.S. Bank Stadium in its second year of existence. Home of the Minnesota Vikings.
Take what you get against the Patriots, I guess.
You bet. Kickoff is going to be brought back. Dion Lewis brings it back out to the 25-yard line. Back we go to the catch once more, Chris.
To me, here's the question. When does he gain control of the football? When does this start? Does he have control there? I would argue no. That foot steps out of bounds. Obviously, close call, tough decision, made in New York. Actually made here in the stadium tonight.
But River on.
I would have called that incomplete.
We've seen that called incomplete, I would say the majority of the time. From the 25-yard line. Gain of 1 here for Dion Lewis. Taken down by Mills. It'll be second down and 9. When Matt Patricia watching his defense, pretty much getting shredded. It's 408 yards tonight in 2.5 quarters. Giselle Bundchen, Mrs. Tom Brady, looking on, wondering if her man has another big comeback in it. Of course, that would not be Man Bites Dog News. Brady throws, and it's incomplete. Having to adjust on it was Hogan. Covered there by Corey Graham. He got a flag down. And a little conference here with Gene's territory. Got a hold. It appears against the defense.
Pass. Holding. Defense. Number 95. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Michael Kendricks.
Michael Kendricks right here. Watch the grab on the top end right there, and nobody can sell it like Gronk. I mean, you see him, and, you know, he's a big, strong guy. I do think he was definitely held there. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying Gronk is the best in the NFL at selling those holds.
It'll be done an Oscar, but probably a Golden Globe. Dion Lewis through the middle.
I tell you, it's amazing to watch how fast that defense closes. And Bill Belichick says, hey, my guys that do this, watch how this looks like this is going to be one of those jump cuts to the outside, a little gap in there, and things just close so fast. Vinnie Curry that time coming, ripping off the edge. This Eagles defense now, they're not wearing down. It's not happening the way it did with the Atlanta Falcons. They're still on their toes and fresh.
Able to rotate 7 guys in and out. Second down and 9. Brady fires over the middle, and that is caught near midfield, taken in by Hogan. Ronald Darby makes the tackle, and that moves the chains.
Look what happens for Tom Brady when he goes to that play action. There is just nobody underneath, and he is so quick getting that football out. It's buying him that extra tenth of a second. And every Super Bowl, it seems like somebody becomes the favorite, right? And now it's beginning to look like Chris Hogan is making some plays for him.
Over 850 total yards in the game, and getting bounced down there by Malcolm Jenkins after a gain of 4, second down and 6.
Watch Malcolm Jenkins. You want to know why he's the leader of this football team? Watch this play. You're talking about one of the toughest players in the open field to tackle in Dion Lewis, and Malcolm Jenkins has been making plays like that all season. He's been covering James White on passes. He's made a big play on a run stop.
Won the Super Bowl as a rookie with the Saints. Second down and 7. Through the middle. Nice little hole there, and then stopping him shy of the first down was Mills, setting up a 3rd and 2. Lewis to the 44.
Patriots, one of those teams that don't audible so much, but they call 2 plays in the huddle some. And when you see Tom Brady kind of give it the old, I used to say, think about it look, but that means we want play number 2 now.
3rd down and 1 from the 45-yard line.
Sees that motion back in, knows he has man coverage.
Great protection again, down the middle, open inside the 30-yard line. Danny Amendola for a first down as the clock ticks down under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Soon as he knew it was man coverage, goes right to Amendola. But this motion, James White comes back inside, and Malcolm Jenkins, who's played him in man coverage all day, goes with him. So Brady knows at that point he's going to his best man coverage option, and there it was, Danny Amendola.
377 passing yards for the 40-year-old wonder. Play fake on first down. To the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hogan. Chris Hogan from 26 gets position on McLeod to turn it back into a one-possession game.
This is just unbelievable offensive football. You're going to see Hogan is going to work to the outside and then back in. What a patient route this is. This is a veteran player understanding he has time. He understands that Tom Brady is going to sit there, look off the free safety, get him back in the middle of the field, and this is turning into fast break basketball out here.
Gostkowski for the extra point. 3.5 to go in the 3rd, and Tom Brady has already thrown for 403 yards. 29-26. Eagles.
So this is it. It's all been leading to this. Ready? Let's go.
Welcome to the world, little ones. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. But you come with open minds and the instinct that we are equal. Some people may see your differences and be threatened by them. But you are unstoppable. You'll love who you want. You'll demand fair and equal pay. You will not allow where you come from to dictate where you're going. You will be heard, not dismissed. You will be connected, not alone. Change starts now.
It's the Super Bowl, so of course you've got Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton here tonight. A left and a right, and a left and a right. Floyd Mayweather, Jimmy Fallon, Bradley Cooper, longtime Eagle fan. Yes, to Jeff Lurie. What a game we are seeing. 29-26 Philadelphia. And Gostkowski to kick it away. Deep down in the end zone for a touchback. 3:23 left in the third and a 3-point game in Super Bowl 52.
Today is the day to take that step. There's something impossible out there waiting for you. So, we have a vision to make movement better for everyone. Because when we're free to move, anything is possible.
With Wix, you can create really amazing websites for anything you want. Check out all these templates. There are hundreds of them. I like this one.
Okay, now let's change the text. Also, let's give the font a little twist.
Okay, I'm going to drop in a photo here and make it just right. There's a video gallery.
Wait, don't forget to add our Instagram feed. There. Done.
Well, that's it. That's the coolest thing we've collaborated on in months. Go to Wix.com.
Create your stunning websites today.
Tonight, thanks to all the photos and videos you shared, you showed us thousands of ways to family. There's this way, those ways, even that way. And you know what? We think every single one of them is a great way, because there is no one right way to family. So do what you do. Family, how you family. We'll be there for you tonight and every night that follows.
When you wake up, it's where you turn
Welcome to today. It's the start of a big and busy
to
day.
find understanding, hope, a smile. Welcome to all the possibilities the morning can bring. Welcome to today.
They're going to snap it, and it's Trey Burton who throws caught. Foles, touchdown.
Wow.
How do you figure?
This play call has a chance to be remembered as one of the all-time greats.
They win the game, and it will be 55 total points. Still have 18 minutes of regulation to play. Over 900 yards of total offense in the game. Chung and Wisniewski, both injured on the last series, are both back in the game. Jay Ajayi starts as the running back. Foles puts it in the stomach, then throws to the sideline. Pulled in along the sideline by Aguilar. Perfect throw. Nice catch. First down. Gain of 24.
This is another great adjustment here by Peterson, because you end up with everybody thinks that RPO, those run-pass options, that you're going to throw slants. So what have we seen tonight? Just the opposite. The Patriots line up a bit inside to take away those slants, and then Nick Foles goes to the other option, that fade from the inside position.
Peterson and Reich have really come up with a great plan tonight.
Tell you what, though, we have not heard much from Alshon Jeffrey since they made the move to put Stephon Gilmore on him.
But 3 early on. Foles fires, caught over the middle. Torrey Smith gets free down the seam and takes the ball to the 33-yard line. Tackled there by Devin McCourty. First down.
One more time, just that RPO action, and you could see that Nick Foles, since he started running this play about 2 games ago as the playoffs started, his comfort level and his confidence has just shot through the roof. I don't think I'll ever get over what he did against the #1 Minnesota Vikings defense 2 weeks ago, and now he's doing it to the Patriots.
Shredded them. 2 minutes to the end of the period. Long to the outside. They're taken down by big Malcolm Brown. Number 98 for a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8.
Boy, Malcolm Brown is so good. What a great battle that is with he and Jason Kelsey going at it inside in the middle. But Malcolm Brown has long been the centerpiece to me of this defensive line. He has the quickness. Kelsey is quick, but he just fought through the inside gap there and made the play. And Wisniewski back in the game as well.
At the 32, second down and 8. Running back is Clement. End around. Aguilar tries to get the first down. It's very close. They'll give it to him at the 23-yard line. He's tackled there by Eric Rowe.
Yeah, we had not seen much of Nelson Aguilar on these reverse plays during the course of the regular season. But since the last game of the regular season and into the playoffs, he has 3, 4, 5 of those plays now, and they have been picking up some big first downs.
Most total yards in Super Bowl history already, with over 15 minutes to play. 955 total yards. Falls, goes to the end zone and incomplete. Got a couple of receivers down. They had Burton and Ertz, both tight ends. 34 seconds down. It's second down and 10.
Tell you who continues to impress me in this game, and that's Patrick Chung. I really felt like the two tight ends would be such a factor in this ball game, and one of the unknowns was Trey Burton, who really is an excellent route runner. We know what Zach Ertz can do, but for the most part, Patrick Chung has had a good feel for both those guys.
We thought Burton would play a bigger role in the game, but he has thrown a touchdown pass.
Now, other than that, other than the biggest play of the game, thank you.
Second and 10. To Smith on the outside. Step on there, gets taken down by McCourty. Third down, back to the trick play now.
Yeah, you know what made this so interesting was when they went to the direct snap on 4th and 1, I thought Clement was going to just run power off tackle or something, and then it was a circus after that. What a well-orchestrated play. Doug Peterson has so much guts to trade that in that situation.
That's right off the street. Waning seconds of the quarter. Third down and 3. And they're going to run it out. That's the end of the quarter. So we played 3 exciting quarters. Philadelphia 29, New England 26, Super Bowl 52. Resumed after these messages from your local station.
Gonna work on that thing? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it.
Now I had the time of my life. So we take each other's hand, 'cause we seem to understand we are just Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough.
Just let it dance.
So I can do something. It's good to love because
Go family. Go mom. Go dad. Go kids and grandma. Go early morning soccer practice and hurry-scurry outings. Go play dates and movie dates. Go pizza pies. Go late night drives. The peace of mind that sets ADT apart is bringing families together. Now with ADT Go, the family mobile safety app and service. ADT, always there. Now, everywhere. You can smell it. You
can almost taste it. You know exactly what you want. Your instincts demand it. Give them a reason to rejoice. Tonight, get your Longhorn favorites, like our outlaw ribeye, Parmesan crusted chicken, or the Longhorn salmon. Feeling, flavor, the place. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak. I got it.
Honey, please don't do this.
I have to. It's who I am. The 2018 Toyota RAV4 with foot-activated power liftgate.
Oh, that's a pineapple.
Get 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash on a new 2018 RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
Jason Guy on West 2 News.
Live shots, two of the great sports cities in the country, Philadelphia and Boston. Al Michaels with Chris Collinsworth and Michelle Tafoya. Start the fourth quarter. Philadelphia, Phil Basser, 99 years old. Eagle fan since they first started playing in 1933.
He said, I thought if I ever lived to 100, I would see this kind of down the field.
So here we go. 15 minutes of regulation left. It's third down and 3. Foles is swinging out and getting blasted right now. Marquise Flowers, it's Nelson Aguilar to make it fourth down.
It's really a great job by Flowers because it looked like one of those motions, but he's going to stop and go back out, and then Flowers is going to come up and recognize what was going on. So let's just give him credit. His speed, able to get out and make that play.
That's a loss of 8. Turns it into a 43, make it a 42-yard field goal attempt now. Jake Elliott, longest field goal made by a rookie. In the Super Bowl, he would break that here, and he does. Inside the right upright. So just a few seconds into the fourth with a flag now down. There's a flag down. That was a fourth down and 11.
Yeah, it looks like it's against the Patriots.
Offside. Defense number 94. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, successful field goal. Timeout.
Take those points off the board. Would have made it a 4th and 6. 6-point game.
I've been feeling hopeless, but I'll wait for ya.
I've been looking for a savior. I've been looking for a savior. I've been looking for a
Been around the world now, yeah.
I've been looking for a savior.
You ain't seen nothing yet, kid. We're just getting started.
When you use Groupon in your neighborhood, you're not only saving money, you're also supporting local business. I mean, what kind of person wouldn't want to support local business?
I hate local business. Family owned, even better. Shut it down.
When you save in your neighborhood, it feels so good. It didn't feel good for him, no. Download the app and save. Groupon.
Super Bowl 52 on NBC is brought to you by Verizon. Help us thank first responders at allourthanks.com. By Bud Light, reminding you to not drink and ride your horse. By Amazon Echo. And by Jeep, the spirit of adventure, the promise of freedom.
Some team will win some nice jewelry tonight as we take a look at most Super Bowl wins. The Steelers have won 6, did that in a 34-year period, and the 49ers won 5 along with the Dallas Cowboys. And the Patriots also with 5, trying to make it 6 in 17 years. The Steelers won their 6 in twice as many years, 34. Touchback here, and New England will begin its next drive from the 25-yard line. Last 2 Super Bowls against Seattle, and last year, of course, in overtime. 370 yards, 127 rating. You know, we've said it before. Father Time has no idea where Tom Brady lives. None.
And the other part of it is no sacks in this game at all. Now, we've seen the Philadelphia Eagles. They got some pressure in the first half on a pretty consistent basis, but they didn't finish them off. You have to finish off Tom Brady.
Brady now starts this drive, handing it off to Burkhead, the former Cincinnati Bengal. Picked him up in the offseason, picks up 6 here. Pick it second down, let's call it 2nd and 5, being a 5.
And the other thing that Tom Brady has done so effectively here in this ball game so far is take advantage of those aggressive linebackers. 43% of these passes now in the first 3 quarters off play action.
Burkhead again up to the 40-yard line. They mix and match. I mean, there's so many guys that can do so many things. Get a whole bunch of Swiss Army knives, running backs, guys on defense, multiple roles.
Nice double team on the outside right out here. Watch as Nate Solder gets the double team, then gets up to the next level and takes care of Nigel Bradham.
Brady from the 39. Burkhead again. Stands to the outside. His 3rd run in a row. Good one here. Picks up 5. Tackled there by Jalen Mills. 2nd down.
Just when you think you know what the New England Patriots are going to do, they come out and start running the football. Rex Burkhead has really been known as much as a receiver when he got in the game. Remember him against the Denver Broncos? We saw him, played so great out there catching passes. So let's see if they're setting the hook here just a little bit and start looking for Burkhead as a receiver.
Those 3 runs on the last 3 plays, his only runs of the night. Keep him in with the fullback Devlin. Swinging out quickly to Hogan. Nice catch there. And a good tackle. Just stopped him well short of the first down.
It's amazing what that field goal felt like in that last drive. It felt like a huge success for the New England Patriots. I mean, that's the way this game has been going. And now Jim Schwartz needs to return the favor on this 3rd down. He has not blitzed very much at all, and when he did, he got...
I am here to rescue your live stream. I've heard that's bad information. Wow. Guys, this video's been on for an hour 25 minutes.
High safety where Amendola is going across the formation, and because the protection is there, Brady's
this might work for a little bit. So that's the way. Let's do this. Yeah, can you see it from here? First down, goal,
the first down and goal. You know, it's funny, Chris, we both know that the Giants won those 2 Super Bowls because of all of the pressure they were able to put on Brady. So everybody's talking about, well, Philadelphia can do that with their 4 guys, but they haven't tonight.
They haven't, and they haven't at least in part because of the pace. The pace just wears defenses out. It doesn't give you a chance to get set. It doesn't give you a chance to run exotic looks. And Brady has seen everything. Everything. Whatever you show him, he takes it and extrapolates it out and makes it into a big play.
No sacks for either team in the game. Second down and 1. Picking up the first down. Taking it to the 3. Goes James White. Down to 10 minutes in the fourth quarter.
We saw it in the Super Bowl last year, that when Tom Brady can get a game into the fourth quarter, all those sacks, all those pressures, all those hits start to go away because the defense wears down a bit, and I think it's even happening in Philadelphia. I didn't think it would, but the interior pressure of these tremendous football players, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Tim Jernigan, all those guys in there, they've been non-factors against Brady.
9th play of the drive. And Brady will throw, and it's a low throw, and it is incomplete. Headed there for James White.
You say, boy, that was a low throw, but in reality, it was exactly what Tom wanted to do. Only his guy has a chance at this ball, just one hop in there, but there's no way he was going to give those 2 defenders a chance for it. You miss it low, no big deal, come back here on second down.
Second and goal, over 1,000 yards in total offense tonight. 567 for the Patriots. Brady lost one for Gronkowski, reaching for it, touchdown. They look unstoppable right now. And New England has its first lead of the game. Gronkowski beats Darby for the touchdown.
One more time, Al. Amendola goes across the formation. And what does that do? That signals man coverage, and you know you have Gronkowski with a tight split, being able to go to the fade route in the corner of the end zone against a much smaller cornerback and Ronald Darby. It's a chess game.
And they will have their first lead of the game if they make the extra point. But tonight, you don't know.
Yeah, and we've
Plenty of
seen
drive.
these kickers look a little unsteady on both of these logos in the middle of the field. Apparently, there were some issues for these kickers, and there were a lot of people out inspecting that area before the game, so we'll see.
Yeah, there it is. 52 logo. Boy, that can get into your head. So the extra point to give New England its first lead of the game. Puts it down. And the Patriots are on top. 33-32. Mrs. Brady happy. Rock with the spike. Bring up by 1.
In Austin, it's 60 degrees with its... Alexa?
Amazon's Alexa lost her voice this morning, causing
Alexa lost her voice. How is that even possible?
We have the replacements ready. Just say the word.
And you're sure this is going to work?
Yeah.
Alexa, show me a recipe for a grilled cheese sandwich.
Pathetic. You're 32 years of age, and you don't know how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. Its name is the recipe.
Alexa, how far is Mars?
How far is Mars? Well, how am I supposed to know? I've never been there. This guy want to go to Mars. For what? There's not even oxygen there.
Alexa, set the mood.
Now setting the mood. You're in the bush, and you're just so dirty and so sweaty because it's hot in that bush.
Alexa, reboot.
Alexa, play some country music.
I don't dance now. I make money move.
No, Alexa, country music.
Being in nothing been so much, I know they tired of me.
What's the call, Brandon?
I'm afraid Brandon is a little tied up. But do let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Jessica? Good boy.
Thanks, guys, but I'll take it from here.
Well, the most valuable player voting is now open. Go to NFL.com/MVP or the NFL app on your mobile device, and you can vote for the Super Bowl 52 MVP. I have an idea who might be in front at the moment.
Win or lose?
Well, just at the moment. 33-32. It normally goes to somebody on the winning side. A lot of football to be played. 9:22 left in regulation. That's the mantra, do your job.
Somewhere over there, somebody has to make a play. One turnover, one sack, one something. They have to make a play.
Here, because the touchback will take it out to the 25-yard line. Dante Scarnecchia is going to turn 70. He had retired. They bring him back to run the offensive line. One of the great assistant coaches in recent NFL history.
There's a lot of greatness associated with the Patriots. I'm not sure that guy's name is quite as well known as everybody else's, but when he left, the Patriots were a different team. When he came back, the Patriots were what we're seeing tonight.
Trying to win back-to-back Super Bowls, trying to win 3 out of the last 4. Jay Ajayi is the running back. Still up, he begins to stride from the 25-yard line. Play clock at 1. Ajayi bangs his way up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 4, second down and 6. McCourty in on the tackle.
Yeah, anytime you watch Doug Peterson's play calls, he takes advantage of 2 great athletes on this offensive line. Jason Kelsey at center, Lane Johnson. You'll see those 2 guys pulling, misdirecting, leading the way on so many of these run plays. Tremendous athletes playing up front.
Johnny stays in, second down and 6. Foles buying time. Deep downfield, one-on-one, adjusting but incomplete. Torrey Smith and Eric Rowe, one-on-one downfield. That's going to make it third down and 6 with 8.5 to go.
Well, James Harrison's a guy they're going to get the education from, but I have to say, Halapoulivaati Vaitai on the outside for the Philadelphia Eagles has grown as much in the last month as any player I have seen in a long, long time. Yes, Harrison got him a little bit there, but that young man right there has turned his game around.
And he replaced the All-Pro Jason Peters when he went down with an injury at the midpoint of the season. Third and 6. And whistle before the snap.
First choice timeout, New England. A 30-second timeout.
New England takes a timeout. Timeouts are precious, but whatever it was, they wanted to get the right personnel, the right scheme in there. Take it now, third down and 6 upcoming.
Yeah, that's one that, whatever reason, they probably got stuck in man coverage and didn't like what they were looking at and didn't want to give this one up. They get off the field here the way that Tom Brady and this offense is going. We have to think the Eagles have problems. We haven't seen them stop them yet.
No. 21 points for New England in the second half.
I'll tell you, Alshon Jeffrey needs a place. Stephon Gilmore has tied him up since he's made the move out there.
They empty the backfield. They go 4 by 1. Foles fires over the middle, and that is caught. Big first down. They all become big right now. Zach Ertz makes the catch. First down.
Yeah, they played the lurk coverage. They had a lot of coverage in the middle of the field with the second slant in. Goes out and then back in. They drew that working coverage in the middle of the field away. and gave Hurts the chance for the one-on-one.
Foles 315 yards through the air tonight. One back in. Give it to Blunt. Not much. To about the 39-yard line. Second down and 8.
Boy, you do not see the Garrett Blunt go backwards like that very often. That was some play coming down the line. Wasn't sure exactly who it was, but for Matt Patricia, that now gives him a chance. Right down the line, and there we go. That's Lawrence Guy. The one guy we haven't heard a whole lot from tonight is Trey Flowers, and I would have said he, along with Malcolm Brown, were their two best along that front seven.
Agreed. Talking about a guy with 2.5 sacks against Matt Ryan in last year's Super Bowl. Clement is the running back. Play fake. Foles drops it off underneath to him. Clement tries to charge his way to a first down. He's going to be stopped a little short. For the moment, Sean able to prevent the first down to make it 3rd down and 1.
One of the really underappreciated parts of the New England Patriots in this secondary is their ability to tackle in the open field. Some teams don't practice that so much. I'm almost always amazed early in the season, you will see these safeties having to make those open field tackles time after time, and they made it in a big moment right there in the Super Bowl.
3rd and 1 with Ajayi in the backfield. Smith in motion. Pass caught on the outside by Smith, but he cannot get to the line to gain. McCourty with the tackle, and it's 4th down.
Big play there by James Harrison. They were in trouble. The veteran saw this thing coming across and got just enough of Torrey Smith here to give his coverage a chance to get across the field, and McCourty able to make the tackle. But that was all James Harrison. What a heads-up play, veteran play right there.
For the moment, they're going to leave the offense on the field. Do you dare?
Have to.
Well, Doug Peterson, you got 5:48 ticking down. The ball is at the 45. It's 4th and 1. The play clock is down to 4. And they go for it. And Foles under pressure throws caught just enough for the first down. Zach Ertz, forward progress. Next in the first with 5.5 to go.
Nice big play inside. Those big tight ends working together on that one. 2 tight ends on the left, and Ertz coming around the other way. One of the most dependable pass catchers in the National Football League. Didn't drop a pass all season, and when they needed it most, he hangs on.
6 catches, 56 yards for him.
Well, you have to start paying a little bit of attention to the clock now, too.
Under 5 minutes to play. And a whistle here.
Timeout. Philadelphia.
And a timeout for the Eagles.
There's a Coke for he,
And she, and her, and me.
And them. There's a different Coke for all of us.
Especially one for him.
No feet have wandered where you walked.
no eyes saw what you've seen.
No one's lived the life you live.
No head has held your dreams.
To act the same would be mundane.
What a boring thing to do. That's why there is just one me.
And a billion unique yous.
We all have different looks and loves,
Likes and dislikes too.
but there's a Coke for we.
And us.
And there's a Coke for you.
Fear is never an option. You know, I really wanted to play Quidditch, but we're kind of a football family. All hail Megatron. Didn't you play for Detroit?
Interception!
Cheap shot. I don't deserve that. Let's see your game face.
It's just a swish and a flick. Ugh, you're uncoachable.
Is everyone ready?
Omaha! The off-season is on, so take your vacation game to the next level. Universal Parks and Resorts.
Might be set up for a fantastic finish. 4:52 remaining in regulation. It's a one-point game. Eagles at their own 47-yard line.
Now, you know what was interesting? By going for it on fourth down there, Doug Peterson, you'd almost prefer to have given New England the shorter field. Even if they score a touchdown, it's an 8-point game, right? And you're still going to get it back. You couldn't have them bleed the clock. This is crazy. For the Philadelphia Eagles, obviously, best case scenario now, establish your running game, milk the clock a little bit, but you can't imagine a scenario where Tom Brady's not getting this back.
Peterson knows no fear. Seen that in evidence. Plenty tonight. Blunt is the running back. McGarrett Blunt into a lot of traffic. End of a yard, 82, a little shy of the first down, second and long.
But that really gives you some options now. Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator, to make that first down run stop. Now you have everything on the table. James Harrison, the old wily veteran out there on the left-hand side. Does he have one trick up his sleeve? We've seen him with some late moment success. Late in games to win them with big sacks.
Second down and 9. Ball flushed out, throws, and that is caught. And staying in bounds is Aguilar. And that will move the chains. Covered by Chung. Good catch.
James Harrison was coming off the edge, and Nick Foles had no choice. He had to escape, get out, but he has made these throws on the run tonight. Harrison now starting to size up Vitae with this bull rush. Just get ready. He's going to give him a changeup. He's going to grab that outside arm and bend it, and we'll see. I've seen this changeup before.
From the 43. Four-man rush. Full sliders caught over the middle. To the 22 goes Nelson Aguilar. Another first down.
I just can't tell you how impressed I am with Nick Foles and what he's doing. He stared right down the barrel. There was another tiny little window to get that one in with plenty of coverage all around it. And yet Nick Foles just continues to play like he's been doing this his entire life, battling against the likes of Tom Brady.
Meanwhile, Chung is down on a 1 day for an injury timeout.
You good? There you go. You step through for me. I'm sorry about that. If you want to grab your belongings, I'm just going to need you guys to follow me.
Wait, what are we doing in here? More security?
My name is Sydney Karan. I was diagnosed with pediatric cancer when I was 14 years old.
Every time you buy a Hyundai, a portion of those proceeds go to childhood cancer research.
You helped save my child's life and the life of so many children.
So I'd like to say thank you, except I would like to say it in person.
Hi, Arnie! Can I hug you? I was not ready.
I just want to thank you for owning a Hyundai.
Good idea. Glad to be able to do that. It feels good.
Wanna cut me down. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Foles and little Lily at 7 months old with the headset on, playing with one of the toys there. And there is Dad with 307. What a night he has had. 352 yards, 1,081 yards tonight so far. Most in any NFL postseason game ever.
Nick Foles, when asked questions about his wife and child this week, got choked up and couldn't finish the answer. Said, she is my rock, my wife.
Patrick Chung is out. Johnson Batamosi stays in. Harmon safety now on first down. Chased down by Harmon. Chris, you know what's so great about this game is that the game has been terrific from start to finish. I mean, last year people say, well, great Super Bowl. Overtime, it was 28-3.
The game has been relentless. Just relentless. I mean, as great as the halftime entertainment was, it was fantastic. This game has been as good as Justin Timberlake.
Start to finish. Only one punt all night. Very few penalties as well.
That was a big force out of bounds right there, though.
2:37. Ball at the 14-yard line. Through the middle. Jockey backing up. Gets the ball down to the 12-yard line. And the Patriots are going to take a timeout. So they've now taken 2. They have 1 left plus the 2-minute warning.
Which makes everything on the table here. Let's say that they go down inside and get inside for a first down. Boy, things start to get really interesting from there because of that lost timeout early in the half by the Patriots.
How much time do you really need for Brady to work his magic again? Anyway, first things first, second down and 7 with the ball now at the 11-yard line.
Depends on when the first down happens.
Yeah. Clement in the backfield. Big night for him, 100 receiving yards. Take it to him, go to the end zone, and it's incomplete. A little pushing and shoving there with Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Covered by Gilmore. Drew makes second, third down and 7.
This has been the story right there. Gilmore has been fantastic. They did not start the game with Gilmore following Jeffrey. He made a few big plays, made the touchdown. They've switched back, and he is taking over the game on the outside.
Huge play here. Of course, they can take the lead with a field goal. If they get a touchdown, almost certainly go for 2 to try and make it a 7-point game. First things first. Third down and 7 from the 12.
Backwards out wide, 1-on-1.
Clement flares out to the right. Caught over the middle and into the end zone. Zach Ertz for the touchdown. And again, all you can think back to now is the Jesse James play with Pittsburgh. Does he complete the process?
I don't know. That ball comes loose. He does catch it. But at what point is it loose on the ground?
Gets inside McCourty, who stumbles. Ball pops out.
I'm not even taking a guess.
No.
As he was rolling over, it looked like that's when the ball came out. Does he control it when it gets off the ground? There is... Does the ball actually make contact with the ground?
He has control of it here. Ball pops out. Al Riveron is the head of officiating. I'm sure in Pittsburgh they're going, are you kidding me? If they call Jesse James back, what are they going to do with this one?
I think they have to overturn it. Now, the question was he a runner? Was he going to the ground in the process of the catch? If he were a runner and crosses the line and dives, it would have been a touchdown. But if he's still a receiver going to the ground in the process of the catch, I think this is incomplete.
Yep. I guess I say it's going to get overturned. This drive began with 9:22 on the clock, taking off 7 minutes. Now, if it gets overturned, it's going to make it 4th down, and in all likelihood, the field goal unit comes in.
I cannot wait for them to change this rule.
Hopefully by the end of the game.
Oh my goodness, that is so close. Because he had control on the ground for a second, and then he rolled over, and then it popped up. So was it the ground that popped it up, or did he just lose control of it?
Well, you knew that the catch, no catch thing was going to rear its ugly head before this night was done.
The question in my mind was he going to the ground in the part of the catch?
If they rule him a runner, it stays as a touchdown. The whole thing is you rule him a runner at this point. But they call him a runner. He breaks the plane as a runner. If it stays, that's going to be the reason.
I think he was running and diving for the end zone, but what constitutes going to the ground? It's always close. It's subjective.
But it's always, if you're a runner, it's one thing. If you receive it, it's another thing. If they rule that he was a runner, it's going to stand.
After review, the receiver possesses the football, becomes a runner, breaks the plane of the goal line. The ruling is confirmed. It is a touchdown.
They have to go for 2. Julie Ertz, soccer star, just watched her husband get into the end zone.
There we go. Well, we know what their first 2-point conversion play was. It was the reverse. They scored the touchdown on the pass to Foles. You know they have at least 3 in their hip pocket. We're going to see number 2 right here.
2:21 in a 5-point game right now. That man will be back shortly. Burton comes in motion to the inside. Foles rolling, throwing, and it's incomplete. Intended for Clement. He was covered there by Van Noy, so it remains a 5-point game.
It's a good play here by Van Noy. He's made a few tonight. Forced him up underneath and didn't give a real angle for Foles to make this play here. Foles looked back for his inside receiver, that option not there, and just took a shot. A little early contact.
I'm here to fix.
The New York Giants back in the
Guys,
taking an outside pass rusher in Brandon Graham and putting him inside against the guard, Shaq Mason, pays huge dividends with the first sack fumble of the game. No question, that ball is out.
That stands absolutely no question. The rookie Barnett, their number 1 pick out of Tennessee.
Number 73 is reporting as an eligible receiver. 73 is eligible.
So 2:09, New England has a timeout. The clock can stop twice. They can take a timeout. You can also have the 2-minute warning. They can limit Philadelphia to a field goal. It would still be a 1-possession game. It would be 8 points. New England will be out of timeouts. 2:09. Ball at the 31-yard line. Keep it on the ground. Make them take the timeout. LeGarrette Blount to the 28-yard line. 2:03. That took 6 seconds. And there's your final timeout. It will stop once more at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon Graham has been their best all season at getting pressure. Here he goes from the defensive tackle position. Ordinarily, he plays outside. They have been working him more and more on the inside for that very reason. Get your best pass rushers on the field. That allowed Chris Long to get on the field, Barnett on the other side, and it has been so frustrating all night long for this Philadelphia Eagles defense, and yet with everything on the line, they finally get to Brady.
Nick Foles on the sideline. Brady checking the replay.
I've seen this movie too many times to think this game is over.
2nd and 7. Still charging is LeGarrette Blount. So that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It comes with officially 1:56. It'll be 3rd down and 5 on the other side of the break in Super Bowl 52.
Such a simple thing. But in the end, it's the best for you and it's the best for the team. It's funny, I sit in the room with Coach Belichick and, we've been together for so long and I just feel like we're just like it's always been. I don't feel any different than what it was, when we 1% of you watching this buys one.
Alright guys, so basically the coverage is going to be back in a little bit, so...
After the game on
Yeah, right now, it's back now. So, I was just trying to tell you guys. Alright, it's back.
One Michigan Wolverine on the left, the other on the right. Graham creates the turnover. Brady gives it up. Here it is again.
I'll tell you, Brandon Graham has a reputation of relentless effort. And Jerry Lurie said, yeah, we're playing the Patriots. This is not over.
Yeah, he was in the movie business. You're right. He's seen this movie before, too.
Now, do you have the guts to throw it one more time, or you're just taking that clock?
3rd down and 5. What Peterson goals here. Keep him on the ground. Get him to block and stuff him at the 28-yard line. So that's Butler. Now they can take the clock all the way down to a little over a minute. 8-point game with a field goal attempt.
Yeah, with a field goal, with a rookie kicker, and Jake Elliott, you miss it, you're going to place the ball out around the 35-yard line, something like that, and turn it over to Brady with a chance to win. How much pressure could be on this kick for Jake Elliott?
Well, this rookie kicker in his second game as an Eagle kicked a 61-yarder at the gun to beat the Giants back in week 3. Peterson says take the clock all the way down and take the timeout right here with 70 seconds.
30-second timeout.
There it is, the Lombardi Trophy. Does it make its way to Broad Street? The main drag in Philadelphia?
They have had some parties for championships there, but I've been around Philadelphia football fans. This might be the biggest one of all. They bring this thing home.
This is the capper. I mean, the Phillies and the Flyers and the 76ers all had big-time parades. This would be the capper.
You can assume nothing here. The snap, the hold, you know whatever rush the Patriots have, you're going to see it right here.
46-yard attempt. Lovato to snap it. Donnie Jones to throw. It's good. Big time. 65 seconds. So Brady has to get it all the way down the field and then a 2-point conversion.
You just cannot imagine the amount of pressure, and to rotate that ball with the laces straight back. We saw that in a playoff game before, and a missed field goal. To calmly spin those laces around and give the young rookie a free swing at it. It's a great job by Jake Elliott, but nice job by Donnie Jones too.
41-33. Robert Kraft. His team has gone to 9 Super Bowls.
It's the same situation, right, as last year. They needed 8.
Yep.
They go down, they score, they get the 2-point conversion, they win it in overtime.
So Elliott to kick off. Dion Lewis, and here he's a guy, we saw him on a Sunday night in Denver. Run one back for a touchdown. This is returned off from the 6-yard line. Flip it back to Burkhead, but he's going to get wrapped up and knocked down back at the 7-yard line.
That is a really interesting call. You go for the home run shot, I guess, but that play almost took the ball right out of Tom Brady's hands. Gonna come with the reverse, back the other way, short kick, gave him an opportunity. But oh baby.
Yep. And you took several seconds off the clock as well.
I think that was part of the reason they kicked it short. They wanted that clock running.
So from the 9, he's got to go 91 yards and convert a 2-pointer. And Brady begins by slinging one to an open receiver, and it's Hogan, but he can't make the catch. Got free down the sideline, 2nd down.
Chris Long with a little pressure here on this one, and the significance now of being able to protect the boundaries. We've seen that in the playoffs with Stephon Diggs' play. You need to keep them in bounds now because it's going to be very difficult to get up there and get that next play going.
Chris Long, son of Howie, finally win back-to-back Super Bowls. He did it with the Patriots last year. 2nd and 10. Brady under pressure, first down. Slings it across his body and incomplete. Intended there for James White. It'll be 3rd down and 10. It was Derek Barnett putting the pressure on.
I can remember in the Super Bowl, I can't even remember which one it was now, but there was a play at the end of it where Brady was sort of in this situation. I think it was against the Giants. He sort of looked right, pump fake, moved a little bit right, and then threw a go route back across the field to Randy Moss, freaking down here, and it was close.
That was the first game against the Giants. Brady now, under pressure, almost gets sacked, incomplete. Pocket collapsed. They're down to their last play to try to keep it going. 4th and 10.
Fletcher Cox finally with the pressure that made a difference. So these big guys, it's taken them all game. But back to back, their 2 best pass rushers, their 2 best players on this defense coming up big. Chris Long's been a factor too.
This is it for New England. 4th and 10 from the 9. Brady fires. Keep it going. Amendola up at the 20-yard line. But the clock keeps on ticking. What a catch. Yeah, tremendous. Now Brady's got to get up there. Clock it here. 26 seconds now. And still 78 yards away.
Well, you desperately need something to at least give you Hail Mary position. And I'm sure that Josh McDaniels has to be thinking, what do we have to do to win this football game? We've been going up and down the field. But here it is. You need something around the 50-yard line to just have a few shots into the end zone.
Short pass. Rodgers is trying to get out of bounds, and he does. Now you got 20 seconds. Ball at the 33, 67 yards away.
Still time to throw something over the middle if you had to. Hustle up, spike it, and still have a shot at the end zone.
And that was the down history, let me tell you. Brady tries to throw short, but Steve runs it does.
There he is.
Boy, oh boy. He's pulled a little Stephon Diggs routine there.
Wow.
Stayed in bounds. That took 7 seconds off. Now you got 13.
Well, when he dipped inside, took your breath away, but here it is. And you got one of the great rebounders in football history running down the field. Gronkowski is going to get a shot at the very least with a jump ball, but not before the Eagles talk about it.
30-second timeout.
The Philadelphia Eagles, a guy whose name we need to mention here too is Howie Roseman, the general manager who did a phenomenal job. Free agents, trades, worked the salary cap. There he is, the guy who was kind of the odd man out when he lost a power struggle with Chip Kelly a couple of years ago. Brought him back in. Phenomenal job building this team.
Absolutely is. I kind of thought that we might end up seeing one of the receivers come in and play DB at the end of this game in case you got the jump ball, but nobody in.
Well, they got 3 DBs back at the 20. Brady fires and it's almost picked off. That took 4 seconds. That's Darby, intended for Philip Dorsett. And you've got 9 seconds.
I would rather have 2 shots in the end zone here than that 9 yards.
And then you pray for, if not a completion, at least maybe you get a defensive pass interference call.
There is nobody anywhere close to as tall as Rob Gronkowski. Jamming with the line of scrimmage. I would not let him work freely on this wall.
Brady under pressure. Escapes the sack. Launching one for the end zone. It's a jump ball and it's incomplete. And Brock was there. Time runs out. And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over. Finally. Last championship, 1960, pre-Super Bowl era. The Philly fans, the dream has finally come true. The Barney Trophy going to Philadelphia. For Tom Brady, a Super Bowl loss, just a phenomenal game.
There were a lot of unbelievable plays in this game. But for my money, it came back to the call by Doug Peterson on 4th and 1 on the goal line. He was relentless with his play calling. He never gave an inch. But this came very close. They do not jam Gronkowski off the ball, and he is going to get a shot.
This is similar to what happened in the Giants-Patriots' second Super Bowl. When Gronkowski was in the end zone, the ball was up for grabs.
It was that last bounce of the ball. One of the Eagles deflected it back up into the air, and it looked like the Patriots had a shot, but they just couldn't get anybody to the ball.
Another game, another Super Bowl game that ends on the last play. Go to Michelle.
Well, I'm with Brandon Graham. Brandon, there had been no sacks in this game, but when Tom Brady got the ball back with just under 2.5 minutes, and maybe when it mattered most, you got there. How did you do it?
Just kept going, you know. We said we needed to play. If we got one more opportunity, we're going to give everything we got. And I just so happened to get there. And, you know, I'm just thankful because we got a team that's resilient. You know, we going to stick around for a long time. And we world champs, baby. And it feels so good.
I saw the emotions on your face when I walked up. The first Lombardi trophy for the city of Philadelphia and for the Eagles. Your daughter, Abigail Emerson, turned 2 today. Your wife's birthday is tomorrow. What do you think that reunion with your girls is going to be like?
Hey, I guess that's one gift that I don't have to get because I had to play hard for this one. But, you know, I'm just happy because we are world champs and we worked our butt off, and everybody that doubted us, we world champs, baby. That's all I gotta say.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
Al.
All right, Michelle. Man, oh man. Underdogs in all 3 postseason games. Beat Atlanta. Destroy Minnesota. Rout them. And tonight come away with a 41-33 win. That's Philadelphia on the last play of the game at Xfinity Live. And they will get ready for a parade. For Bill Belichick, a Super Bowl loss. 5 wins, 3 defeats. Nick Foles, Saint Nick is what they were calling him. What a story for Jeff Lurie, who's on this team since the mid-90s. It finally comes true, and there are the Crafts, Robert and Jonathan, watching the last play of the game. What tension, what emotion, what a game. Presentation of the Lombardi Trophy and the Super Bowl 52 MVP when we come back.
Fries seasoned in Mexican spices, dipped in warm nacho cheese sauce.
Sounds delicious.
Someone doesn't want you to taste them. Taco Bell's nacho fries are a threat to their monopoly. Why are they doing this? Who's they? The burger people. They.
Alright guys, that was crazy. The Eagles ended up winning, and yeah. So the coverage will resume in like a minute or so. So don't worry, I'll be back. Don't leave. Yeah. So what are your guys' thoughts on the Eagles winning? Do you think they deserve it? Do you think the Patriots should have won? Put it on there in the comments. lot of people are saying go Eagles, fuck Patriots. Yeah, guys. Whatever you guys think. They did what they had to do. Yeah, they did. Right, let's see this. Let's see how I refresh this. I'll be back.
Hey guys. So, you guys know that is the end of the game. Philadelphia Eagles won. Don't worry. I'm not gonna stop the live stream. I'm just gonna see if anyone else is streaming this. I can maybe get when they put the trophy celebration.
Term contract. Tricky, guys, tricky. With Straight Talk Wireless, you can own an amazing new iPhone 8 for just under $35 a month. No contract. Cancel anytime, no penalties.
Why haven't I switched?
Get high-speed data that never runs out with the iPhone 8 on America's best networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart. The NBC 10 Boston investigators. Getting results.
Nick Foles.
This is
Thought about quitting. He was going to move on with his life. Went on a camping trip with his brother-in-law. Decided, you know what, I'll give it one more shot. I'll play for Andy Reid. He goes back for a year. Gets signed by Philadelphia. Maybe look at him now. 1,152 total yards in the game. Brady threw for 505 yards. That's the most ever in any postseason game. And the 33 points by New England, most ever for a Super Bowl loser. And let's go back to this play.
Yeah, this is, for me, what turned the football game around. I think you have to go back to Sean Payton knocking off Peyton Manning with that onside kick coming out at halftime. And then this play called by Doug Peterson on 4th and 1. The two disputed touchdowns both go in favor of the Philadelphia Eagles. Was that ball moving? They say not enough. And then this one. Was Zach Ertz going to the ground on his own, or was he a runner? They determined he was a runner, and he is in. We will be talking about this, but regardless of all that, Nick Foles was unbelievable tonight.
Still to come, we'll have the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy and announce the Super Bowl MVP.
Congratulations to Eagles for winning their first ever Super Bowl.
It's post-game in America. America. Game's over. Party's over. And right about now, millions of you are thinking about calling in sick to work tomorrow. One small problem with that. You won't really be sick at all. You'll be faking it. Shame on you, America.
I have to be quick. Whatever you're doing right now, stop. Go to your children right now. Kiss them. Hold them for as long as you can. That's hilarious. Right now.
Hold together. A little left.
All right. We've all got places to go. Washington crossing the Delaware Turnpike? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Sean saved by switching to Geico. Big man with a horn. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Alexa, call Ashley.
Yeah, it's about time you called that girl. No. He just tortured that girl 2 hours ago. You gotta let love marinate. Put love in that bag to marinate. Love gonna be in that bag like, I can't wait to talk to him tomorrow. What? And then after it marinates, you're gonna pull it out. JB, who's Alexa? Say it, JB. You Alexa. That's right, I'm Alexa.
Thanks, guys, but I'll take it from here.
What did he say?
2018, you chose.
The Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Fly, Eagles, fly. Celebrate with the gear the Eagles wore as they hoisted the Vince Lombardi trophy. Get the same hats, shirts, and locker room towels the players wore with pride after their historic victory. You were there for every catch, every touchdown, every moment. Relive the celebration with the official Super Bowl 52 DVD, only at NFLShop.com.
Back in Minneapolis, the magical run of Nick Foles ends in style. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns. There was drama right to the end. The Eagles, they embraced their role as underdogs. Now they are Super Bowl champions. And coming up immediately after postgame, it's a brand new episode of This Is Us. But right now, it's time for the trophy presentation. Here's the public address announcer, Alan Roach.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 1996 Walter Payton Man of the Year, star of Super Bowl 26 in Minnesota, and 2008 Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinee, Darryl Green, and the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
What a football game! Jeffrey, congratulations on your first World Championship and bringing home the Vince Lombardi Trophy to the city of Philadelphia. What an amazing turnaround for your organization and your fans.
Congratulations and enjoy your first Lombardi Trophy in Philadelphia.
Jeff, what's this moment mean for the city of Philadelphia?
If there's a word called everything, that's what it means to the Eagles fans everywhere. Everywhere. And, for Eagles fans everywhere, this is for them. This is for them.
How would you describe the character of this football team?
It's the most unique together group of men. I told them, I've never seen an incredible group of men in all my years of life that come together with all the adversity and injuries and losing our franchise quarterback and your world champs. Incredible group of men. The coaches, beyond great. Doug, unbelievable job, and his entire staff. Howie, and if I could, I'd like to dedicate this.
Congratulations, Jeffrey. Let's bring in Coach Peterson.
I'd dedicate this. I'd like to dedicate this to all the Eagles fans around the world, and also for this one especially, for my mom and my dad, who mean the world to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Congratulations. Coach, come on in. What was going through your mind that last pass by Brady?
I was hoping it was incomplete. I just wanted it to be on the ground, and I wanted to see that clock go 0-0.
How do you explain this, that 9 years ago you're coaching in high school and here you are with this trophy?
I can only give the praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me this opportunity. And I'm going to tell you something. I got the best players in the world, and it's a resilient group. I love this coaching staff, Mr. Lurie, the owner. And not only do we have the best fans in the world, we now have the best team in the world. Thank you, guys.
Describe your play calling with Nick Foles.
Well, we just wanted to stay aggressive. We mixed in some of the RPOs. The Patriots did a great job of kind of nullifying some of that. But listen, my mentality coming into the game was I'm going to stay aggressive with Nick and let him use his playmakers to make plays.
Coach, congratulations. Let's bring in Zach Ertz, caught the game-winning touchdown. What was that feeling like? You're in the huddle, and you know that play is being called. What are you thinking?
I better score. I mean, glory to God first and foremost. We wouldn't be here without him. This team is amazing. I mean, each and every day we go out there, we love to practice. And I think that's the foundation of this team. And wow, what a run it's been.
When they were replaying that touchdown, any doubt in your mind?
No, not at all. I mean, if they would have overturned that, I don't know what would happen to the city of Philadelphia. But I'm so glad they didn't overturn it. And wow, we're world champions!
Zach, congratulations. Let's bring in your MVP, Nick Foles. Just another game, right, Nick?
Yeah, just another game. Unbelievable. All glory to God. Obviously, Lily really likes this mic. She has no idea.
It didn't seem like the game, the nerves, the pressure matched up against Brady bothered you. What was going on inside you?
I felt calm. I mean, we have such a great group of guys, such a great coaching staff. We felt confident coming in, and, we just went out there and played football. We played this game since we were a little kid. We've dreamed about this moment. There's plenty of kids watching this game right now dreaming about this moment. Someday we'll be here. And to be here with my daughter, my wife, my family, my teammates, this city, we're very blessed.
Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles. Underdogs no more. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champions. Congratulations.
Nick Foles goes from backup QB to Super Bowl MVP. A reminder, This Is Us is coming up in just a few minutes, and we'll have much more from the scene in Minnesota when we return right after this.
Oh no.
Peter? It's Christy. Camp Jenkins? Maybe this will jog your memory. Alexa, play my funky place.
Playing your music.
Dance?
Yeah, I'm not Peter.
Alexa, note to self, take the stairs next time.
Get a free Moto Mod with Amazon Alexa when you buy a Moto Z2. Available at major carriers.
You doing your taxes? Yeah. Why are you using TurboTax? Well, H&R Block More Zero lets you file online for free even if you itemize deductions. TurboTax doesn't do that.
Oh man, H&R Block More Zero lets you file online for free.
Get your taxes won. If you misplace your Discover card, you can use Freeze It to prevent new purchases on your account in seconds. And once you find it, you can switch it. You're back. Freeze It from Discover. Get it at discover.com.
I'll have my office is full of kleptos meal, please. No.
So you said a 2-piece buttermilk crispy tenders and a triple cheeseburger for only $5.
Exactly.
Build whatever meal you want with favorites on the new $1, $2, $3 menu from McDonald's.
The Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Fly, Eagles, fly. Celebrate with the gear the Eagles wore as they hoisted the Vince Lombardi trophy. Get the same hats, shirts, and locker room towels the players wore with pride after their historic victory. You were there for every catch, every touchdown, every moment. Relive the celebration with the official Super Bowl 52 DVD, only at NFLShop.com.
Show me the Olympic winning games like I've never seen before. Xfinity X1, yeah, I always know the score. Triple courts and 4K, looking so sick. Streaming live on every screen, every win, every trick. 2,000 hours of coverage, get your mind blown. 50 Olympic channels, yep, you're in the zone. And if there's something that you want to see, pick up that voice remote, just say, show me. Experience NBC Universal's coverage of the Olympic winning games like never before with Xfinity. Proud partner of Team USA.
A look from above in Minnesota, aerial coverage presented by Bud Light. Celebration continues from Fly Eagles Fly to This Is Us, because that's coming up in just a few moments. But right now we bring in the guys. So many plays, so many points in this game. You look back, give me a couple plays that stand out.
Well, we've got to look at Nick Foles making big plays all night, but in the end, when they needed it, going to the matchup that you like, Zach Ertz.
Yeah, and he's underrated, and I said in the pregame that he's one of the best route-running tight ends. He's got great hands, and this is a guy, Jim, he can make a lot of plays.
No question. I mean, that play right there, 3 steps over the top of the score. Amazing football play.
And then that defensive line hadn't done much all second half. Brandon Graham got it going when they needed it.
Yeah, we always talk about Cox, we talk about Lowe, but this is the guy I said was going to be the X factor in the game, and he ends up making the biggest play of the game.
2 pass rushers on the left side, along with Chris Long over there, right ready space, nowhere to get away, nowhere to escape. Good scheme.
All right, Bill Belichick, let's get his thoughts from the press conference moments ago.
Weren't able to perform at our best. Obviously didn't do a good enough job coaching. Missed a lot of opportunities offensively in the first half. Didn't play good enough defense. Didn't play good enough in a kicking game. Just wasn't quite enough against a good team like Philadelphia.
Rodney, final thoughts.
When I look at Coach Belichick, I know he's disappointed, but the thing, if he wants to come back to this game, Coach, he's going to have to work and improve that defense. They need some more athletes.
Nick Foles told me in Philadelphia he thought the Lord had him here for just this time. He knows this is Carson Wentz's team, but he was ready to go tonight, and he played like a champion.
Jeff Lurie, Howie Roseman, Doug Peterson, they built a really good football team this year.
Bill Belichick now 5-3 in Super Bowls. The Eagles are Super Bowl champs. We're going to have continuing post-game coverage. Plenty more reactions to the game over on NBCSN. But here on NBC, up next, we'll have a final word from Al Michaels, followed directly by a brand new episode of This Is Us.
It's the kind of show that comes along once in a generation. And tonight, it makes history. New This Is Us, next on NBC. Followed by a special Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, live from Minneapolis.
trick. 2,000 hours of coverage, get your mind blown. 50 Olympic channels, yep, you're in the zone. And if there's something that you want to see, pick up that voice remote, just say, show me. Experience NBC Universal's coverage of the Olympic Winter Games like never before with Xfinity. Proud partner of Team USA.
Well, I'm trying to get home, but it feels like another lie. Yeah, I'm trying to stay strong. Sometimes I realize that the further I go, the more that I know that I want to go home.
When you and your money are treated with respect, you prosper. And at Santander Bank, respect adds up.
Filipoff and Shannon Miller, weeknights on NBC 10 Boston.
And that is the scene in Philadelphia right now. Party getting underway on this super Sunday night. You know, Chris, I think about, the Philadelphia season. They were 7-9 last year, start 1-1, win 9 in a row. Everybody's sky high. Wentz gets hurt, down in the dumps. Perfect ending.
It really was, because Doug Peterson, a career backup quarterback, had his backup quarterback in the game. And he called those plays with such guts, like he was calling them for himself after all those years. And it was just a phenomenal football game. Tom Brady could not have done any more in this one.
Terrific. One of the great Super Bowls ever.
No doubt.
Great doing with you again, buddy. See you in Canton. Once again, the final score, Philadelphia 41, New England 33. Stay tuned now, because right now it's the episode of This Is Us everyone will be talking about tomorrow. Good night, all.
Okay, guys, so thank you for joining into this wonderful Super Bowl 52. I really thank you for joining in. As you guys can see, this is my channel, MN Gaming. On my uploads, it was the wrong one. I can delete that, even though we've got how many we have. Yeah, so that's our preview. I don't think you need it after you've seen this game. So please like this, subscribe, like and subscribe, I would say, smash the like button, watch like a replay. I will ask my friend, who I'm guessing is watching this, if you guys want to check out Soccer Bros, you guys can check that in the last video that I have the link. Yeah, if you guys, I think it goes here. Yep, you guys can check out Soccer Bros, I could do that review. Because that's a beautiful one. Yeah. Look at his channels, it's a lot. You guys can check out my other channel. It's this one. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's not that good. I only have 2 subscribers. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. all those Eagles fans, congratulations, you guys, you won your first game in the franchise. So, wow, 2 hours and 39 minutes. This is a true game. So, thank you for watching. Sorry about the different interruptions, and it's just people stopped giving live streams because they would get in copyright. I got called out for copyright once, but after that I was okay. It's one of whatever people was doing. So, see ya. MN Gaming, I'm DC. My friend Marco's not here. So this house, it's later at night, 10:50. You guys can see that.